The word says, great is the Lord and greatly to be praised. I gotta praise him, I gotta give it up.
My name is Desmond Meade. I grew up in Miami, Florida. I am what we call a returning citizen. Returning citizens are people with previous felony convictions. You know, I used to tell people that my story didn't have a happy ending because I lived in Florida, where over 1.68 million people had a lifetime ban from voting and other things. After graduating high school, I went into the service. When I returned home, I was addicted to drugs. And I was in and out of jail. And I ended up checking myself into drug treatment. I experienced a transformation. What have I done with my life to make a difference?
Florida leads the nation in denying the right to vote to one specific group, felons.
For years, we have lobbied politicians to change these old Jim Crow laws, and we were not able to accomplish anything.
If there's 1.5 million convicted felons in Florida and they're suddenly all qualified to vote, that universe of people are probably going to be more inclined to favor the Democratic Party.
What data is there to support that?
None.
So if the politicians did not have the political strength or courage to actually change the policies, then the next best thing was to let the citizens take it into their own hands. In October of 2014, we launched the ballot initiative. All of the experts thought that it was impossible to even get on the ballot. But this was an organic grassroots movement. We knocked on a lot of doors.
We're gonna change the history.
We made a ton of phone calls.
We're talking to voters about Amendment 4, the Voting Restoration Amendment on the ballot this November. Have you heard about it?
And our message was very simple. When the debt is paid, it's paid. And that this was an all-American issue that impacted people from all walks of life.
I'm a 20-plus year conservative Republican. I bring that up not to make an issue of it, but to actually not make an issue of it. This issue isn't about politics, it's about people.
Out of all the civil rights, nothing speaks more to citizenship than being able to vote.
Today is midterm election day. Voting's going to be in full swing here in just a few hours.
Voters in Florida are preparing to vote on a measure that would restore voting rights to 1.4 million people. 1 in 5 African Americans in Florida and 10% of the state's adult population.
Amendment 4, if it passes, is expected to change the shape of Florida's electorate for decades to come.
Millions of votes already cast here in Florida, but millions more will vote today.
It looks like Amendment 4 will pass. Amendment 4 passing by a wide margin, 64% there.
I need every returning citizen to get on this stage. When Amendment 4 passed, there was a feeling of joy and appreciation for folks to be able to participate in our democracy.
My God, I am feeling like on cloud 9 right now.
That population in Florida and around the country, they are the legacy of the Black Codes. They are the legacy of the Mississippi Plan. They are the legacy of attempts to permanently disenfranchise African Americans and to block their participation in society.